All right, Shalom. This is Brother Mayum coming at you from GMS Tampa Bay. First and foremost, I want to give all the praise and all the glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rachah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, and much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out His truth and sincerity. And just want to do a quick video, just going into some information that came out, going into these jobs, and this the grinder ceasing. All right, and this is exactly what we see taking place. All right, Babylon the Great, is fallen, and it's starting internally, or it has started internally. All right, where Babylon the Great, aka America, all right, is completely failing. All right. You have people losing their jobs, people being kicked out of their homes, evicted, can't pay rent, they can't afford to buy. All right. So what are these people? What do you think the state of this country is supposed to look like? Is it supposed to look like we're on top of the planet Earth? Because America ain't. Okay, right? Militarily, America may be up there, but morally, all right, the spirit of this place is through. Morale is rock bottom. People don't even give a damn about their own country anymore. People don't even want to serve their country, let alone try to work to make these corporations richer. All right, and as you have this whole woke movement that's been going on some time now, more and more people are becoming disillusioned by the so-called American dream. All right, where people are waking up to the bullshit and finding other ways to circumvent, the system to achieve some form of happiness. Is why you starting to get to a point to where people are actually leaving the country, specifically men, But this is a quick little thing here. It comes out, the jobs report, it says just 22,000 jobs added in August. Unemployment rate rises to 4.3%. Broader jobless rate jumps to 8.1%. Slowest 4-month growth since 2020, plus downward revisions for June and July of negative 21,000. Now, let me just type in here into Google. Let's see if we can find this job, the actual report itself. All right. So it goes Bureau of Labor Statistics. I say it's the unemployment situation, August 2024, and this is off the Bureau of Labor Statistics website, BLS.gov. It says the unemployment situation, August 2025. Total non-farm payroll employment changed little in August, plus 22,000, and has shown little change since April. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported today the unemployment rate at 4.3% also changed a little in August. A job gain in healthcare was partially offset by losses in federal government and in mining, quarrying, and oil and gas extraction. So you see the essential jobs that a nation needs, such as mining, quarrying, and oil and gas extraction. Those are important resources that a nation can use for trade or for production of particular products within that country. And that's one thing about America is America exports a lot of these resources that it has because it has so much in abundance that it's able to export. So again, the grinder season, because they are few, as it talks about in Ecclesiastes chapter 12. It says this news release presents statistics from 2 monthly surveys. The household survey measures labor force status, including unemployment by demographic characteristics. The establishment survey measures non-farm employment hours and earnings by industry. For more information about the concept and statistical methodology used in these 2 surveys, see the technical note. It says household survey data. Both the unemployment rate at 4.3% and the number of unemployed people at 7.4 million changed little in August. These measures also changed little over the year. So around about 7 million, and that's just counting the people that are able to work. Okay. It doesn't take into account the people who can't work that don't have jobs. Okay. It says among the major worker groups. Slovakia. It says where was I? Among the major worker groups, the unemployment rates for adult men is 4.1%, adult women 3.8%, teenagers 13.9%, whites 3.7%, blacks 7.5%, Asians 3.6%, and Hispanics 5.3%. So the highest unemployment rates is among you Negroes and Latinos, man, you Israelites, according to this data. Okay, which again, you know, whether they show it here or not, you know, that doesn't take into account a lot of other people. Okay, it doesn't take into account the homeless. All right, because they don't have a household to take information from. They're not a part of no census or anything like that. Okay, but either way, this is a sign of the times that we're in. Jacob's trouble. This is time for you Israelites, and this is why you see a lot of these Israelite women bugging the hell out, going on to the internet asking for money to pay for their rent. Because this is the time for y'all to suffer, especially the women, because the way that this society has been structured is to favor the woman, to benefit the woman. So as this system fails, the women are going to be the ones to suffer the most. Okay? It says, among the unemployed, the number of new entrants decreased by 199,000. So you have people that don't even want to work. Okay, it says in August to 786,000, largely offsetting an increase in the prior month. New entrants are unemployed people who are looking for their first job. You see? So it decreased by almost 200,000 people looking for their first job. Okay, it says the number of long-term unemployed, those jobless for 27 weeks or more, changed little at 1.9 million in August, but has increased by 385,000 over the year. So more long-term unemployed people. It says in August, the long-term unemployed accounted for 25.7% of all unemployed people. People who are sick of working. They don't want to work. They can't get hired. Slovakia. Trying to figure out where this damn noise coming from. Okay. Slovakia. But yeah, you know, it says in August, the labor force participation rate changed little at 62.3%, and the employment population ratio has changed at 59.6%. Both measures have declined by 0.4% over the year. You see? So again, man, this is just showing you that you know, this place is failing. It's failing you people. A lot of these jobs that say that they're hiring, man, they ain't gonna hire your punk ass. They don't care how what's the word? How eligible you are for the positions. They're not gonna hire you because they can't afford you. They'll make it look like they're hiring, okay? Because that's the charade that is being played. These companies are actively so-called hiring, but they're not hiring no one. To show as if, oh, well, we just can't find eligible people, but there's plenty of people out there that don't have jobs. Okay? So this is a big mind game that they're playing with you people to make you believe that, you know, you know, there's actually places hiring, but these people ain't hiring. These companies are downsizing because there's nobody buying shit. A lot of these people a lot of you Jakes, especially you Jakes, y'all waiting for those rate cuts to come so that you can go and get yourself some Hellcats, so you can actually make the payment. You see? Well, hey man, and all those rate cuts is gonna do is gonna lower interest rates, but it's gonna increase inflation. Okay, that's all it's gonna do. And you people are in a world of hurt because inflation's already whooping your ass. You just making it by, and now the cost of shit is gonna go up even more due to these rate cuts that are expected later this month. Okay, so I just wanted to bring out that information real quick, man, because it shows you that this place is through. The grinders are seizing. All right, the spirit of Egypt is failing in the midst thereof. And people, as the apostles have been saying for decades, man, when people have nothing else to lose, they lose it. And we're gonna witness this here, in face to face, so to say. We're gonna see people that we know personally, okay, that are gonna bug the hell out. Okay. So, hey, with that, Lord's with us was edifying. I want to give all the praise and all the glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders apostles of Great Millstone, and much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and sincerity. With that, I say Shalom.